Hi, good morning. My name is Bella. Welcome again to the Parents and Their Journey. It's another episode that I am going to bring with you. Each of the story of individual that I'm bringing into this platform are very important and they are worth of being heard. And today I have a very special guest that I have known for a while. I would like to introduce to you Suzette.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So, hi Suzette, thank you so much for willing to come to share your story about your daughter. So, tell me a little bit about your daughter.
Oh, so she has a white complexion, not like mine, but she's pretty, and she's a loving and caring person. She doesn't speak, but she expresses herself really well. So, well, she had a disability, but she can't walk and she can't speak. But yeah, she make you feel like you are really loved and welcome. Okay, the signs is more on she's lethargic and most of the time like she's quiet, sleeping a lot. So that's the first time I felt. And plus, she was jittering like she's always cold or something, like it's too much temperature, like so cold, like she would jitter so much. Pregnancy went well. Actually, we got excited when the doctor told us that we're having a girl, because finally we're having a girl. And so when the doctor said that, felt like in my tummy, like while she's in my tummy, she's jittering. My my tummy was jittering so much, and I talked to the doctor about it, and they thought it was healthy. They thought my daughter would be fine. So we kind of like just leave it at that. So that's how my pregnancy is, like the normal pregnancy like you had. She was born um, totally normal. She was born 7.6 pounds and she was crying. She's like a normal baby that you can see in the hospital, and she was wrapped so very well when they hand her to me. So I was holding her and watching her, looking at her face, staring at her face, like how excited parents do, looking at the eyes, the ears, the nose, like who she got it from. And then we were happy until I was holding her, and then again I felt that jittering feeling, like she was like cold or something, like does she have a fever or what? So that's when the problem came out. And so we called the nurse right away and the doctors, and yeah, for them to check on her. So they took her back from me.
At what age she was diagnosed?
Oh, on her fourth day, when the result came out because of the newborn screening test, and they said that there was an abnormality on her lab results, and so they have to keep her at the NICU. And from there, they were watching her, and when they finally found out that she's positive for MMA, then they refer her to a bigger facility, which is at UCLA Mattel Hospital.
How was it for you as a mom having the only girl and to be told that your daughter is going to have some challenges?
At first, honestly, I cried, and plus I worried so much. Like the first thing was, is she gonna die? Because this is not the first time it happened to me. I lost a child before, and the first thought was, is she gonna die? And then I am also at the same time is kind of like, optimistic. So I said, oh well, the doctor here in US, they're gonna take care of her. So that's why I said, oh okay. So I kind of like calm myself down, and she will be taken care of. That's what I was thinking about. Oh, that's the start of a chaotic life. And the feeling exactly is, it's like you're in a war. I don't know exactly, but I haven't been to a war. But the way how your older relatives was telling you about war, because it's like all of a sudden, like there's no plan. There's no plan. This is what you have. Just go and just do what you need to do. So when it comes to school, my son, well, I have my car, and I can drive, so I would always be driving. I'm always on the road. My husband at the time, he works as a caregiver, and he's a stay-at-home caregiver. So mostly it's like me who's doing all the work for my Frankie and my that time my 5-year-old son.
So it felt like you were a single mom.
Yes, exactly. Exactly, that's how it felt.
How long did Frankie went to school?
Well, it's short while. She started as a kindergarten, and she would always be at the hospital. She would always be sick. So probably the only time she can go to school was like just 2 times a week. Or maybe if she's lucky, she can complete the whole week, but I doubt it. She probably just go like 3 times a week. That's the most she can go. I mean, to school, like meeting her classmates and the teachers.
So you were a full-time driver, caregiver,
Yes,
nurse for your daughter at
exactly.
that time. It must have been very, very tough.
It is very
Um,
tough. Can I just add when she was at the hospital, and the doctors, the nurses, all the paneling care for my daughter, we had a meeting, and when she said, when my husband asked them, like, how long will she survive after they told us about her condition, and when the doctor said that they don't know, they couldn't tell us, like, to some people, because the cases were like, oh, it's gonna be 3 months. When when we heard that they didn't know when, me and my husband, both of us, we decided to give her a normal life as much as possible. So that's what we decide on, like, because she has a very low immune system, yeah. And then so we decided to, well, just go ahead and enjoy, meet other people. You can play with other people, and things like that. So at least she had the best. So yeah, so that's my addition to it.
seeing you at school having Frankie, and I could see Frankie smile, as you approach her. Um, she also was partially blind, right? Was she or?
Um, yeah, she is. I just couldn't remember the term they gave it, but she's having a hard time focusing on things, and who knows, maybe she's having trouble too looking at colors, because
Was she able to express to you if there's something that is painful?
a squint, like her face, the facial expression, that's all she can do. Or I remember she cried sometimes, and she's not a crybaby. She um she would tell you though if she's not feeling okay.
Mm.
Expression of the face. and the way how she would, uh, touch you, and she will hug you
Oh.
when something is like, Mom, like telling me, Mom, I don't feel good today. And when also like she would always sleep, like sleeping like almost half of the day. And that's when I can tell, oh, wait a minute, something is wrong here. Yeah.
With Frankie being, in and out of the hospital, you didn't know how long she was live or survive.
Yes. Like one day, the day that would happen, it's unimaginable. And I would always want her to be healthy. And as a mom, I was like, I made her feel like this is not just, it's not only you. This is the two of us fighting this kind of disorder, and you're not alone. So that's how I cope with that problem. And I would always tell my Frankie, like I would hug her and tap her back like this. Like probably I do it oftentimes, like patting her back.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hug her and you hold her, she would also pat your back, like tell you, like, Mom, everything is fine. So we're like best friends.
Wow. So she was able to express the love back to you.
Yes.
For having a disability like that, who we don't even know how they are going to be able to express that, but you feel that from her as a mom.
Yes, that's true.
What a gift.
Oh.
So today you brought something here. I wanted to show this to, you want to show this to everyone?
Yes, sure.
So Suzette brought something here. These are all Frankie's belongings that she kept.
Yes, there's a lot. You would know.
Can you tell us one of the toy that was her favorite?
Okay, this is one of her favorite. Look familiar? It looks familiar because, I was wondering too, why would she like Curious George? And I realized, wait a minute, Curious George never said a word. But he expressed himself like so much, and you would understand what he's doing. Watching his shows, oh, she enjoyed it very much. And yeah, probably because she doesn't speak, and Curious George doesn't speak, but they can express their feelings very well.
So you kept this for how long now?
Oh, since forever. I don't know when we first got this, but I don't know if we bought it for her or someone gave this to her. And that's it until she was like 6 years old. She was playing with this. And also this kind of, this is the original that she likes. It looks nasty, excuse me. So,